The best, the most organized interview.
Ended up here when this was never part of the plan.
He's got a cool story, just listen. Okay.
Let's pretend like my mic quality is really good. Okay, moving on. I've always been inspired by the kind of people that go to and come out of Harvard, never thinking I would ever be one of them. In my admissions process, I was always told that what makes Harvard so special is the people more than anything. And so these first few weeks, I've met a lot of people, and I just want to get past that initial small talk and learn the what, the why, the how, the what makes them so special, and why are they here. And that is what the series is meant to capture, to give these people that have done something incredible in the first 18 years of their life a platform to speak about it. And after meeting Michael, I knew that I wanted to share his story on here, and I hope I did it justice. And, well, I introduce to you the Harvard Files.
Are we like violating something by having Starbucks at Pete's? Describe your childhood, where you grew up, what home was like, etc.
Yeah, this is gonna get really deep. So my life story's interesting, I'll put it that way. But to take it from the beginning, I grew up on Long Island, was born in Newport, Connecticut technically. Moved to Long Island when I was like 7 months old, be with family. But I was told I was very happy. My dad, he worked as a financial consultant on Wall Street. My mom, she used to own a muffin shop. And when I was 7, my dad, who had a gambling addiction, and it had got into the point where it took over his life and destroyed our finances to the point where there was no repair. Our debt, foreclosure on our house, and it all culminated in one, he stole a lot of money from other family members. The FBI ended up getting him, and I wasn't there when they showed up at the house and raided the house because they waited until me and my brother went on the school bus. So after that day, everything changed. My parents divorced. My dad, New York was so behind on foreclosing houses that we were able to live in a foreclosed house for like 5 or 6 years. Again, me and my brother had no idea. So my mom saved up money. She literally got a job at an ed tech startup.
Get it closer to you.
Yeah. Quick camera angle change. My mom, she was still able to be the supportive mom that she always was, working from home. We had no idea what happened or what changed. Actually, we ended up moving down to Charleston, South Carolina, which is where I live now when I'm not up at Harvard. And I wanted to always be a nanoscientist, but when I hit 14 years old, my brother and I convinced my dad to tell us the truth of what had happened, because my mom didn't want to tell us and to ruin our relationship with our dad.
You had to grow up like that.
And I got him to tell me, and it's hard to know where you want to be in the future and where you want to go when you don't even know where you come from. You don't know your story. And once I figured it out and learned that truth, the truth that I just shared with you, everything changed for me. Really tough at first, not gonna lie, to have my dad, who I absolutely loved, and our whole relationship was based around playing sports, which to find out that he gambled on those same sports that ended up destroying our lives, it definitely made me, one, take a step back from sports, and that's my story. My entire life is dedicated to using the power of story to propel the world to a better future. This is what happens when you have multiple people with bipolar disorder in your family. See you guys!
Bye. You literally summed that all up in less than 10 minutes.
Very good.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, look how pretty. If I rotate it?
Yeah, that's perfect. There we go.
And your high school experience, what your classes, what friends, social?
My first piece of wisdom, if I have anything, is that the people who get into Harvard are the people who don't need Harvard. But most people who end up places like this have abnormal experiences, and this is what it was for me. I'm extremely lucky to have like the greatest mom ever, who like gave me an awesome life. Went to a school in which I had some pretty great teachers. It was somewhat of a toxic environment. It was really academically competitive. We would announce grades in class, saying I'm competitive, so that influenced and motivated me.
I'd be like, I'm going to be
That's
here.
what happened to me.
Oh God.
But I came into high school in the same time basically that I was finding out about my entire life story that you heard.
Hey Mike! How y'all doing?
We're fine.
Good.
How you doing? Are you drinking Starbucks in front of Dunkin'?
I don't want to talk about it. Spilled my coffee. Good morning. What were your hardest classes?
I liked all my classes because I took classes that I liked, not that I wanted to take.
Okay, then what were your favorites?
So my favorite were probably AP Physics, AP Environmental Science. I only took 1 year foreign language when Harvard requires 4. Loved AP Euro and AP Human and AP Push. So like honestly,
You took all of those?
I AP chemistry.
You liked AP Chem?
Yeah, I loved it.
That was the death of me.
Mr. Sock, shout out if you're watching this. What an amazing dude. I did enjoy it. I mean, it was challenging at times, and I did put a lot of pressure on myself to like get good grades. I won't lie about that.
Hi guys.
Hey, how you doing?
With all those classes, were you able to have a social life, or were you super busy? Did you prioritize?
I definitely had an active social life. I'm not one to party or drink or smoke. Healthy balance in my social life. I went out to dances. I got the whole what I'd consider a high school experience. Went to football games. I did realize by like my senior year that high school experience was not what I was looking for. Actually, I graduated a year early, so when I say my senior, I was only by my third year of high school. I kind of started to realize like a lot of the clubs I did were just BS that I was doing for applications, and I don't think they had any impact on my applications. And extracurricular-wise, I didn't do sports. I did Key Club, Eco Warriors, like an environmental club at my school. I did AP Academy, a club for nerds. Did leadership in those clubs, yes. So if I had just that and just got good grades, I think it would have ratted me out as just the typical college student that like there's so many of them applying to like these top tier schools. The thing that I think set me apart, my real extracurricular activity I spent most of my time doing was writing books, learning about marketing, publishing, and becoming the best storyteller I could, which is and was a full-time job. And I spent all my time doing that, and eventually I decided, you know what, this whole school thing, as much as I like it, this isn't what life's about. My life is, I'm a storyteller first, like not showing myself up. I'm trying to be the best person possible to people around me. Second, I'm a storyteller. Third, I'm a person and a scholar of this world. That's who I am. I'm not saying for you guys to be the same thing, but like, don't try and fit the mold that society gives you, because it works only for certain people. You can sit on this jacket.
So here's the view. There's the Charles. There's the men's boathouse, I think. Have you? Can I include that?
I can include this video somewhere out there.
That's sacred. Why is it so zoomed in? Your goals, inspiration, where you see yourself going. And now many people, including myself, I have a vague idea of what I want to do, but it is so not set in stone. Mike, on the other hand, has a very well thought out plan.
But my entire mission in life is to use the power of story to propel the world to a better future. I've been interested in the intersection between science, society, technology, and policy. So that's really trying to shape the narrative of how we think about these things. I do write books. I write apocalyptic science fiction thriller books.
It's my first time saying that.
Into YouTube now, and in the future there'll be more mediums of content that I get into. It's because I know I only need like $1,000 a month to be happy. I'd rather do things that can make my ceiling much higher, because my floor can be on the ground, and I'm okay with that. Knowing that at least I'm doing what I believe in.
The infamous question, why Harvard? I wanted to ask it myself and feel like an admissions officer.
Everyone here has unique and different reasons for going here. And why Harvard for me is, Harvard is not a means to an end. It is a stepping stone, and coming from middle class family, it's a hedge against me being an entrepreneur. I'm here to develop a network and high impact relationships and two, I wanted to really be in an environment in which I would be challenged intellectually, emotionally, physically. I wanted to push my limits to the next level. My third reason for being here is the intellectual side. I'm also here really to take classes. I'm gonna do a specialized concentration. At the surface, take a bunch of disparate classes and different interests that will all make me a better storyteller, grow my mind, and ultimately, if I want to propel the world to a better future with the power of story, I have to recognize that like, I'm propelling the world to my vision of a better future, and that's inherently flawed.
If you could tell freshman you anything, what would it be?
My biggest piece of advice to my freshman self, knowing who I was and am, is to take a step back, to enjoy the moment. That's it. Meet new people, to open up, to develop deep connections, and I'm happy that I'm doing that now, but I wish I really, with intention, did that 4 years ago.
And you've got the next 4 years to do it. And what would you tell future you? Would it be the same message?
Don't let the pursuit of winning cloud what you know is right for the world. And the motto is together we are boundless. And it's figuring out who are those people, what is kind of who I am. I will never forget it.
Smashed it. That's that. Wow.
For every ounce of pain you feel, your capacity to love increases. I feel like story is the driving force of everything, and I dove into that and really decided like I'm gonna become an author with my life. And honestly, everything bad, all the pain that happened in my life, I've used as fuel to make me a better person. Once again, I think I'm a really, really lucky person, and that like has a huge part in everything. You're gonna meet some incredible people, have some incredible interests in things that you're interested in, and I've been fortunate enough to meet what I consider just the best people ever. Harvard is much more like a normal school full of much more normal people than you would think, and I'm happy to be authentic and share that. For me, life was about finally, again, creating awesome stories, stories, really providing value to the world and trying to change lives for the better. And for me, I've realized that like what comes first are the people in my life, what comes second are the stories that I give to other people, what comes third is feeding my mind with stuff that can make me tell better stories and be a better person. That's it. That's my life. Don't think happiness should be the goal in life. And maybe that's controversial or not, but there's so many things about our happiness that we can't control, right? Yeah, 2 years ago now, my dad had a heart attack, a massive heart attack, right? Still love my dad, so he basically almost died. So when that happens, you're not happy. No. What, you wake up every day going, my life's over, it's terrible? No, what you do is you pick yourself up. Some people, they're grounded in the people they love, their relationships around them, but really what that is, that core feeling is you're being fulfilled by providing value to others. And I think like as humans, that's what life's about. And it's going to ebb and flow like a roller coaster because there's so much about life that we can't control. So I was very unlucky for so much of my life besides my mom, and then now suddenly so much has gone right the last, I want to say, year and a half of my life. 2020, oddly enough, has been an amazing year for me.
That's so good!
And no matter how old you are, the best is yet to come.
Look at the timing! We're at the end of the walkway!